Now look at these photos that I've just generated. If you look at them, you realize one thing: they are all consistent and they are telling a story. Now, I want to show you how I was able to generate all these photos and use them to write a story about a young Maasai girl who struggled from the village and escaped FGM and rose the ranks and got a well-wisher, and then was educated, became a lawyer, and came back to the village to rescue the villagers. Now, all these images that you are seeing here, I've created using one tool, and all these I've done for free. So I just want to show you exactly how you can also generate these images, how you can come up with a story. And for creating the story, we shall use ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give us the whole story, and it will also give us the prompt for these images. By the way, these images, I didn't come up with even a single prompt. ChatGPT came up, described everything you see in these images, and this tool generated exactly what ChatGPT explained. So I want to show you how I was able to use this tool to create all these images that I will use to tell the story of a young Maasai girl. And by the way, I'll urge you to watch up to the end to get to know everything that I did from the beginning to the end, so that you can also go ahead and do the same. My name is Isaac, and this is A Minute with AI. So let's get into it. So you don't need to have the whole story. All you need is to have just an idea of what you want to come up or create. I want ChatGPT to create for me or to write for me a story about a girl, and this is the prompt. Write a 3,000-word story of a 7-year-old Kenyan Maasai girl by the name Rita, who overcame pressure from parents to undergo FGM. Narrate her journey from running home to finding well-wishers who took her back to school, a study journey to university level, to becoming a lawyer at the age of 27, and going back to her village to advocate for ending FGM and fighting for girls' rights. So we want ChatGPT to write for us this, to come up with this story using this guideline, and then it is from this story that we shall get the image prompts. So let's go ahead and see what ChatGPT will come up with. And here we go. ChatGPT is generating a story for us in sections. So here is our story. It has been written, and as you can see, it is quite interesting. So this was great. Now the next thing we want to do is to go ahead and generate image prompts for this article. So I'll ask, now write for me image prompts for the whole story. And here we go. And as you can see, ChatGPT is good at it. It is giving us the image prompts to be used under each paragraph or under each section. Now we shall use this prompt. Each prompt will generate a number of images, and this should be good to fill the whole story or to be used for the whole story. So the next thing now we want to do is to use this prompt to generate our images. Now to do that, we are going to use another free to use tool that can generate for us endless or unlimited number of images that are realistic. So now that we have our prompts, we are going to use this tool called PicLumen to generate our images. So this is the website piclumen.com. It is a free image generator that you can start using today. And the good thing is it produces hyper-realistic, consistent images. So just click on generate for free and you're good to go. So you can see my previous creations are here. And now to start creating, just click on create. And then all you need to do is to paste your prompt here. So we are going to paste our prompts here. And I'll show you a trick that we shall use to create hyper-realistic and consistent images. So let's select the first prompt and then go ahead and paste it here. Once you paste, just click on submit button, which is this. Alternatively, you can use your keyboard function Control and Enter to submit your task. But before we generate, we have to remember one thing, that we can choose the number of images or the number of copies we want to produce. If you click on this, you'll see you can generate up to 2 images per each prompt. So I'll choose the maximum, which is 2. If you go beyond 3, then you'll have to upgrade. So I'll choose 2 and then click on submit, and here we go. And look at those images, very stunning images. So let's go ahead and select the next prompt. This is prompt number 2. Now I want to show you how you can make them consistent instead of going ahead and again pasting a prompt here. So what we shall do here is you open your first prompt and then click on this remix. And once you click on remix, the first prompt that you used will be displayed. Now what you need to do is just to go ahead and then select it and replace it with the next prompt that you want. Now there is one thing that I forgot to show you in the first generation. is the aspect ratio, the ratio of your images. You have to select the size of the images that you want. Our first two images were generated in a square, that was a 1:1 ratio. However, if you want the landscape images, go ahead and select 16:9, or if you want mobile size photos or images, go ahead and select 9:6. So I'll select 16:9 and leave the number of images to 2, and then click on submit, and then give it time to generate. So I'll go ahead and generate prompts for all the other images. Now look at what our prompts from ChatGPT have turned into. These are the pictures that we can now use to create our stories. Now these photos are consistent and tells a story from the childhood of Rita throughout her education life, and then rising in the rank to becoming a lawyer, to now championing and advocating for child's rights in her Maasai village. So by just using these two tools, you can tell an incredible story, and all this is for free. So once you have collected all those photos, as you can see them here, it is time to download. Now to download them, all you need to do is to click on the download button, as you can see here. Just click on download, and under each you will see them get downloaded. That's done. Go ahead and download all of them. Now you can now use these photos to write a book and attach them, or to tell a story in a video format. And then, so if you are creating a video for the voiceovers, you'll just use the script from ChatGPT to convert it into audio, and then attach all these images, and that will tell an incredible story. So that's how you generate photos and use them to create either a story in form of a storybook, or create a video that will tell an incredible story. So go out and try out these tools and let me know your journey of creation. So if this video was helpful to you, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to support me. Thank you for watching, and let's meet in the next video.